Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Random Encounters Guild. We're back this evening with more Alien. This time with 100% more Davis. Davis, um, back from his fantastic tour of the Great Gatsby.
It's
Um,
fun.
but yeah, we're back with Alien this evening. Chariot of the Gods. We left off last week in a very uh, not so good uh, situation. Um, Cam and Rye got the air scrubbers working,
Cool.
so the air is working now, which is good, right? They were so confident in themselves they took their helmets off. um, we Cham has a shotgun with three rounds that he found on a dead body in the hallway. Um, Davis and Wilson got Mother up and running, and when that happened, the life support on the Cronus crew came up and woke them up. And instead of I don't know, asking Mother any kind of questions, they just ran off down the hallway, kind of giggling. Um,
I ask questions later.
And but they got to the cryo room, and there were I mean, is it five Cronus crew. There was a Marine, a Colonial Marine there. There's the captain of the Cronus. There was a scientist. There was a medic, the doctor, and then a Wayland Yutani rep, much like Wilson. And they were all up, and they seemed to have. They were talking about a mutiny. The ship kind of they were on their mission, and they were on this planet, and they, for some reason, they ejected the science module of the ship, and then took off. And then while in space, there was a mutiny of some sort, but they all also seem to have some kind of amnesia. They don't know exactly, they can't really say what happened. And that's probably from being in cryosleep for 76 years. Or at least that's what you guys think. Um, so you were talking to them, trying to figure out the situation. Davis did some examination of the examination room and the showers. Noticed a weird kind of gel substance around the drains in the showers, like a mold, but didn't really give it too much thought.
I tried to give it thought. The science guy got mad.
And yeah, then the scientist of the Cronus crew started complaining about a migraine. He started talking about his head was killing him, and about the time that Rye and Cham they wrapped up repairing the air scrubbers, the air came back up online, and they made their way into cryo. And Davis, or well, Wilson and the medic from the Cronus crew were trying to help Cooper because he was having such a hard time, and you guys had the idea of putting him back in cryo.
Yes, I did.
But before that could happen, he looked up at you with blood coming out of his eyes and ears and nose. By the way, I didn't do this last time. Content warning. This is Alien. It's a horror sci-fi. There's body horror, body harm. it's going to get bad, and it's alien. If you are watching this and don't realize what it is you're getting into, it's you've been warned.
There's aliens here.
Things happen. So,
Aliens.
uh, so yeah, he looked up at you with blood coming out of his eyes and ears and nose, and suddenly, like an eye, his left eye burst out of his skull and hit Davis in the chest, and got him all grossed out. And then, I believe an arm came out of his mouth and kind of ripped his jaw out of place, and his head exploded, and a small, strange creature popped out of his skull and jumped down onto the floor. And you all are standing there looking at this thing. I wonder if there's an image of it in here. So I can show you what you're looking at.
You gotta keep an eye out for that.
The only the
Depending on how combat starts. I've got,
I was gonna say the last thing I said was jam, shoot it.
well, before, like that's obviously going to happen, but I have something I want to try. I just don't know how.
Fireball, right?
Yes,
Nice.
fire is involved.
Pot of greed.
3 additional cards from my deck. That's not how that works.
I don't understand that right.
Yukio.
I didn't watch it.
It's a clip of someone playing like the card game version of it.
Oh, okay. Then I might have seen that if it was a meme. Yeah, I might have seen that.
I play Pot of Greed.
Pot of greed.
It literally is 15 minutes of a guy being like, "That's not how that card works."
Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Oh, did I just cancel out of it? I clicked right when that image came through, and now it's hidden. God, I was looking at my character. There we go. Thank you.
That's a big guy.
Wait, this
That just-
pops out? This pops out?
Well, it's a smaller version of this.
Okay.
Like there's not a this image is actually a juvenile. What you're looking at is an infant version of this.
Oh, so we got a few years before it's that big. Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean it's still it's
few
still
hours.
a good, like, it was big enough to explode Cooper's head.
Yeah.
Ouch.
That's his fault.
But yeah, I just wanted to give you some kind of a visual reference. I know at least 3 of you have no idea what it is I'm talking about when I describe these creatures. So I want to try and lean on the images to give you a reference of what it is you're looking at. But it has a tail. It's got long, spindly arms, and the skull is elongated off the back of it. It's and it has instead of like a mouth with lips, its teeth are just exposed. And
Aerodynamic.
it leaps down onto the floor and screeches at you. The first thing that's going to happen is all 4 of you need to roll me a panic roll. And you can do that.
Is that the yellow button on the stress level?
Yeah, in the combat tracker, under combat actions, there's a panic roll.
We all need to roll panic, you said?
Everyone, all 4 of you, yes.
Hey, it just says.
Panic, 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 panic.
Wait a minute. I rolled a 6
so,
on my screen.
Dave, on your main page where you
bad.
see your health bar, it's the second one, and then on the far right, there's a yellow button that says mechanical.
Oh, I see the stress level.
Why does it say 1 for me? I rolled a 6.
I think that's our stress level.
Correct.
I'm at 1.
So,
No.
Davis, Davis has a nervous twitch. All friendly PCs in short range of you take 1 point of stress. So that's all three of you. Davis doesn't take it. Just the three of you. So
Okay.
add 1 point of stress.
Yep.
Cham is keeping it together. Bry is keeping it together. And Wilson is keeping it together. Not bad.
Eyeball
So
ninja
the
sent
only
me
one that
somewhere.
is kind of in panic mode is Davis.
One with all the stress.
Actually, I did not take a point of stress there.
Yeah, it's just you took a point of stress for.
I pushed
think
a while
you-
ago.
Okay, yeah. But
I used to
yeah.
have 2, but I fixed that.
Now you've made it worse for the rest of us.
No, I'm sorry. Your stress level and the stress level of all friendly PCs
Okay.
increases by 1, so you do take 1. I'm
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
That sucks. I passed.
I don't think you did.
No, you didn't.
It was a 6 on my screen when it rolled. I guess I didn't.
Yeah, don't go by the 3D model of
Okay.
I just use what comes up in chat, and it shows you roll a 1. Now, of course, Cham and Rye both rolled a 1, but their panic roll was they kept it together.
Oh, I see.
So yeah. Okay. The way initiative works in this game is my one complaint with it.
Okay.
It's a free league games thing where they want you to have cards on the table. So there's these initiative cards that everybody draws one, and that's who, if you draw the 1, you go first. You draw the 2, you go second. I hate that. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Since I got into free league games, I've never played at a table. So these cards do me absolutely no good. But in free league or in fantasy grounds, the way the combat tracker works, like it does this in D&D and Pathfinder. Like in the combat tracker, I can hit the menu and just roll initiative, and it just creates an initiative, line. And so I've already done that. I did that as we were setting up. Bryce was watching while I was setting up, trying to figure out what it was I was doing. I was going ahead and rolling the initiative so that way it was ready to go.
I joined and the GM was making rolls, and I was like, "What you doing?" Making me nervous.
I don't have the Chronos map up for some reason.
Here, let me show. There you go.
Oh, I just spelled it wrong in there.
I was like, don't forget you can also make it part of your hotbar. At the very bottom.
I don't know how you do that. Oh my god.
Grab
The alien symbol up in the upper left. If you click and drag that down to one of the open spaces down at the bottom, it will drop it there, and then you can just open it whenever you want.
Bet. Where am I? I'm right there. Oh, double tap.
Okay, so the first, and well, before we get started, let me go ahead and do this just so it's easier. Because I don't think, other than Davis, I don't think any of you are going to be attacking each other. Oop, that's not right.
Why would I attack the people around me?
I'm just saying. Yeah, you're gonna pick dude's pocket.
True.
You seem to be into PvP. So
I didn't end up doing that.
I take a shot at the alien creature, and Davis just decks the person next to him.
I punched Wilson. I'm so sorry. I got confused.
Why Wilson?
Because you're a corpo. I don't like corpos. When you watch the playback, I don't know if you got to the point when we found the woman rep. I went, oh god, there's 2 of them.
Yep.
Okay, so see what I've done in Fantasy Grounds in the combat tracker. I have targeted the Bloodburster. Is what this creature is called. You all have targeted it now. So if you roll on your character sheet in the combat sheet on your character sheets, like if you're going to shoot the shotgun at it, if you just click on the shotgun die and it rolls, it automatically applies that roll and any damage to this creature.
Okay.
Automatically, so we don't have to worry about its hit points and all of that. So you're all targeted on it, and Lyron Cham is first up in the initiative.
You're the only person with a weapon, so.
And if you don't have the combat tracker open, up in the upper right, the 2 swords crossed, that gives you the combat tracker, and you can see. You may not see where the alien is, but you can see the order that all of you were in.
Okay, nice. Okay. I guess my first question, before I
Hey Brett, how you doing, buddy?
Hi.
Sorry, I was acknowledging chat.
Okay. Gotta acknowledge the chat. So an item like the cutting torch, can that be used as a weapon?
Yeah.
What is it? I guess like because I'm trying to like, I guess translate D&D 5e to this. What kind of like what is it like a certain type of action that it would cost me to like hand that to someone or toss it to someone?
Brother, if you don't use that shotgun,
I know that's what I'm asking.
I would
Yeah, but the
say,
rest of us need to be armed. Yeah.
Correct.
I would say that would be your movement action.
Okay.
In Alien, you have 2 actions.
Yeah.
You have a combat action or an action, and then you have a movement.
Okay.
You can exchange the combat for double movement, but not the other way around. You can exchange movement for a second combat. But so yeah, I would say grabbing the cutting torch and tossing it to somebody, that would be your movement action, and then your combat action can be you can either move or take a combat action.
Okay, so then if it goes in that order, the first thing that I'm doing is I'm tossing.
The order doesn't matter.
Okay, so first thing I'm doing then is shotgun.
Blasting that thing.
Now that's why I asked you where you were. You're standing in the door, and this thing is in the room. Let me.
Yeah, because I think I'm right here. Right now, I'm right in front of him, so I don't know where I am.
Yeah.
Who's Cooper? Which one's Cooper?
So what I'm saying is, you have a choice to make where you're going to have to move to get this thing in line of sight. So you can either toss somebody the cutting torch or move and shoot. You can't do both.
Okay.
I mean, I have good ranged combat if you want to.
Because you specifically said, I'm standing in the door.
Well, I don't know if it was specific.
Uh,
No, I asked you. I said, put yourself where you're at. And you said, I'm standing in the doorway.
So are me and Wilson the only 2 people in this room right now? With him?
No, the medic guy was in there with you.
Okay, so we're in there with the enemy. Gotcha.
So I don't know how long.
yeah, so I need to be here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll need to
So
be
I
here.
guess then I will move. I'll have to use a movement to. I can also suddenly see the enemy type in the combat tracker. I don't know if you know that or not.
Yeah, oh, you can see it in the combat tracker?
Yeah, I see the
Yeah,
new
in
one
combat
at the top.
tracking.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's fine.
That was I just wanted to make sure you knew because originally we couldn't. All right, so what I'll do is then I'll enter the room a little bit to get him within like where I can see the creature, and then I'm gonna use my
Yeah.
shot.
Now I will say Wilson is in there with you, Davis, because Wilson was tending to Cooper.
Yes.
Yeah, I rushed in to
So-
help get him into the cryo tube. That's right.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a pretty cramped room. So just barging through the door and firing off a shotgun may not be advisable, but
Just don't miss.
Give me the gun. I got it.
I don't know if I really have much of an option at this point.
Just don't miss.
Okay. You know. Okay. What I'm gonna do? Who is in the room currently? It's basically the two.
Wilson, Davis,
Davis, and
the
Doc.
medic guy. I don't remember his name, and the neomorph, and the dead, slumped over body
Okay.
of Cooper.
What I'm going to do then is because it's one of those ones where Shim knows he's got to react fast, he's got to react quick, and he knows he's not the best shot. So I'm gonna like if the shotgun's already loaded, I'm going to chuck it at someone who's in the room.
I'll take
So
it.
my option would be to go to Davis first. So I don't know if there's a role for this, but that would be what I would choose to do. Especially with how many people are in that room currently, and I need to get out of the way of the door.
I don't think there's a role for you to toss it. There may be a role for him to catch it.
I was like, well, then in that case, could I get?
I'm also
like,
at the
enter-
door.
It's like, could I enter the room and then hand it to him? Like that be like I use my combat as just 2 movements.
Yeah. Yeah, you can use that as your 2 movements, yeah. I mean, it was the same as handing the cutting torch to somebody. You can hand the shotgun to somebody. You can move into the doorway and then, like, tap him on the arm with the shotgun and say, here. If that's what you want to do.
You're making me second guess everything by the way you're phrasing a lot of these questions.
I'm the GM. That's my job.
Well, stop it.
I mean, we could 100% metagame too. I can tell you exactly what my ranged combat skill is.
How
Yeah.
much your shotgun is? No, I'm not. Okay. A shotgun is not ranged combat. I'm not doing that. I am going to use my movement to walk into the room to get a. Good
Actually, the
eye
shotgun,
on the
to attack with the shotgun would be a ranged combat roll, yes.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, it is. You have
Shotgun.
to have accuracy. It's range.
Yeah.
You're not right up on top
It's
of
a
it.
weapon. Like, you're not...
It's counter. It's a close.
No.
It's not a rifle.
It's
Any-
still a
Range.
ranged combat attack. Unless you
Not a
try to
melee
hit
attack.
somebody with the butt of it, that would be a close combat attack.
Okay, so the difference here is melee and anything not melee. Got it.
Are you questioning me on the rules of this game that you've never
I'm not
played?
questioning you. I'm just questioning whether a shotgun is a ranged weapon.
Yes, it is.
It is
considered
a ranged
weapon.
attack.
2 feet.
It
If
is
you
still a
can,
ranged
if
weapon.
you can,
I'm just-
if you can hit
I
somebody with a
love that-
shotgun outside of 5 feet away, it is a ranged attack.
I am handing Davis the shotgun. Using 2 movements.
All right, it is out of your inventory and in Davis's inventory.
Yay.
And oddly enough, it is Davis's turn.
Light him up!
So I just click on it.
Yeah. Well, you need to. I didn't equip it for you. Let me.
Just whacked it.
Yeah.
There
Now
it
it's
is.
equipped. So in your active equipment under combat, you just hit the roll there, and like I said, you're already targeted. Oh yeah.
Is that
3
3
successes.
6s? And only 1
Um,
1.
So 2, yeah.
But what with a panic roll? What would that include?
But panic roll gives me extra chances to succeed, I think.
Yeah,
Or
as
fail.
long as the yellow die, as long as it's if it's anything other than a 1, the yellow die is fine.
Oh, okay.
It's only if it's a 1. If the alien symbol shows up on the yellow die, that means it's a panic roll.
I mean, womp womp.
But that's only if it's a 1. If it's a 6, it still counts as a success.
Do I get to use those stunts?
Well, the stunts come up like it is. You can do extra damage, or you can do.
I plan on extra
Like-
damage. I just wondered if it says 2 stunts, do I get to use both of them at the same time?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
then
It's like you can do something cool with it. It's almost like a crit, almost like it's like crits aren't in this game like in D&D. But you fire it and you can either do extra damage or you can take an extra movement and get away or just whatever it is you would like to do.
I would like to extra damage twice.
All right.
Man, I'm so glad I have high agility, apparently.
So that would be, you did 3 points of damage. So with 2 extra, that would be 5.
Do I still get my movement, too? Or was taking
Yeah.
the shotgun my movement?
No, he just handed it to you. That wouldn't be your movement. That was his movement. But
The doorway is currently blocked, though, so I couldn't even get
yeah,
out of the
he's
room.
standing in the doorway, so yeah, you wouldn't be able to get really out of it.
I'm so sorry for what I'm about to do, but not even a little bit.
Oh, I had 2 movements, so I moved closer to you. So I guess technically I'm like near you.
I was standing next to the door.
Okay, that's still not enough. So you take the shotgun from Cham and you just like, you don't even aim. You just like from the hip, just like boom. And what is it you're wanting to do after that?
Can I hide behind the medic?
Yeah, you
I'm
can.
hiding.
If that's the guy you want to be. What heroes?
I didn't want to be here.
Take your shot and then.
Does
No.
does it change your plans to know that you completely evaporated this baby, this infant, this tiny little
If
perfect
it's
infant?
dead, yeah. Like if it's
I think
gone.
evaporated means it's no longer with us.
Yeah, if it's
turned
gone?
your baby into paste.
If it's gone, then I
Yeah,
don't
you
care.
it had 2 hit points and you did
Five.
soaked one of those 5. His armor soaked one of those 5 hit points, so you did 4. You doubled his hit points.
You said it's not going to be enough. I was like, crap, this thing's strong.
No, I was talking about to soak it. I didn't
Oh.
see the way Alien works. Like you have an armor rating, and if you take a hit, you roll your armor rating,
Okay.
and whatever you roll, it soaks that much of the damage. And
Okay,
so I rolled a 1, and so it soaked 1 point of the 5, but I only had 2 hit points. I would have had to roll a 5 or a 6 to make it out of that. But
Oh, I was about to. Okay, then yeah.
now, I
if it's
will say
dead-
this: like you blow it away, and what you notice is like it just splatters across the wall, and the metal of the wall and the floor starts to kind of, it smokes, and it's like this thing's blood is eating through it, like it's acid. And
Everyone
if you stand there for a few minutes, there's literally a hole in the floor, like it's dripping through the ship. And
Did any of it get on the body, and then start decaying the body and creating a bad smell?
no, it's
Okay, I was like,
it's up
oh.
against the wall.
Okay, good.
Everyone
Cooper's
out.
body is up in the floor of the room, like in the north side of the room.
Okay.
The neomorph jumped out and was down at the bottom of the room. So,
Got it. Neomorph was like, hey!
Yeah, the first thing I say after seeing the smoke is, everyone out. Now.
Yeah, I'm gonna,
yeah, that's.
I'm gonna get out of the room.
I mean, I've had that situation go a lot worse in a lot of games. So yeah, you're all standing there.
We're not giving somebody else a weapon's a good choice. That is like, yep, you got it, first try.
Now, see, the thing is with this game, he easily could have not rolled a success,
Yeah, that's fair.
and he would have missed. Or if he had rolled 5 black 6s and 1 yellow 1, it wouldn't have been a success. He still would have panicked.
Yeah.
Yeah, the panic roll negates a success. Like, you don't succeed. So he had 2 yellow die. If one of them had come up a panic roll,
The whole thing.
he could have turned around and shot one of you. Like, there's no telling
gee.
what could have happened. It just, in this case, the dice came up in your favor. But you guys are standing there looking at this, like, this scientist dude doesn't have a head anymore. This thing jumped out of its neck, and now its blood is burning through the wall, the metal. And go.
Yeah. First thing I say is, everyone out.
Wilson's gonna run out of there. Just
Well, let Wilson leave. All right, hold up. And I'm gonna pivot myself to look at the rest of the other crew that's with us. I
Yeah.
don't know who any of you guys are, but you backed up. Have you seen this happen before?
And the captain kind of steps forward and he says, I can't remember seeing this. It was just a natural, it's hard to explain. I don't remember a creature like that.
Corporate lady. I don't remember what I said last session that made her eyes go big, but
I check this.
it's like, corporate lady, you know something. Something was said by me earlier. I don't remember what. Davis would. I don't remember what. But you.
I don't remember either now. The last person to see that was Davis. What did he say, Davis?
I don't know. Yeah, Davis, what did I say?
what during which part? What are you talking about?
It was the last session. I said
In
something,
In
and
the last
corporate-
session, he mentioned something in conversation, and the Cronus's Wayland Yutani rep reacted.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember what he said. He talked a lot.
Yeah.
All right, first things first. Hand me back the shotgun. I'll reload it.
Okay,
You
but
give it back to him?
yeah, I say okay, but if you're not good at that thing, maybe let me keep it.
As I kind of I'll pull the extra 2 ammo, the 2 shells, or was it 3?
I used one of them.
You had 3. He just fired 1. Now you have 2.
2. Okay, so then the 2 extra, I'll just hand him the extra shells. You know what? Fine. You're a better shot than me. That's much safer.
Right.
So do we think Wilson's like? So do we think there's more of these, or what is? Has anyone seen these before? What is this?
Considering there's claw marks outside the door, there is one, and it's probably still on the ship.
I'll look at the other rep and I'll be like, all right, tell us all the information you have right now. Nothing can be a secret anymore. You just tell us.
Wow.
Is there any way that I could come in and like press the lady that that Davis was that the one that got bug-eyed about something? Is there any way that I could come in and
Report
press
that-
her?
Yeah,
about the
I mean,
information?
you're all in there together. It's a small, like, there may not be enough room here on the map for you all to be in there together, but you're all in there having this conversation together. But they are experiencing this amnesia. Like, they may have had a visceral reaction, but you don't get the sense that they're lying to you, that they don't
I got too carried away.
remember. Like, you don't feel like they're being fake. I mean, they've been in cryosleep for 76 years. That's not
Yeah.
a thing that's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
You guys had some of you had a kind of adverse reaction waking up from like 3 days.
Yeah.
They've been under for 76 years, and like they're experiencing some amnesia, and things may come back to them as we go forward. But at the moment, they're at a loss. They don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
and it's-
I would. Yeah.
It's 100% like legit that you guys are wanting. Like, what is this? You guys were here. This is on your ship. What's going on? What I'm telling you is they don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
So, all right. Do we think there's any? Do we think there's
Now,
any?
I
other
will
weapons?
say this: Rye saw movement down below on deck B. You guys assume that there's an android wandering the ship. You're assuming that it's the android, but now maybe not so much.
All right. Anybody else gets a headache? You say something. Like just say, hey, I'm starting to get a headache. I'm not gonna shoot you, but
About to say,
we need to
I have a headache. What?
He has chronic migraine.
And I mean, Davis and Wilson, I would say, like, at this point, you both kind of turn around and look, and Rye and Cham have their helmets on.
Oh. When did you guys take your helmets off?
Recently.
We cleaned the air ducts and we put them back and
fixed
took
the
them
air
off.
ducts.
We fixed
Put
the
them
air.
back on. Put them. We have no idea what this is or what happened. Put them back on right now.
I'll put my helmet back on.
medic guy. Anybody else here good with science? Because this is weird. This is probably a weird time to bring it up. You have black oozy mold in your showers, but it's not normal mold. Anybody here like a mold scientist? Studied it in college, community college. Hell, I'll even take.
Is there any chemists here?
And he says, well, I mean, I'm a medical, like, I'm a doctor. I know.
Let's take him and go
but
look at
Cooper
it.
Cooper was our scientist.
Of course he was.
Well, I don't think he's gonna be very much help us anymore, are you, Coop? Nope. Didn't say anything.
All right. First things first. Is there an armory? On
Yes,
the
there's
ship?
an armory down low next in the next bay. Floor.
Yeah, and you all, as I said before, when we jumped into this, you all have the complete schematics for the Cronus. You know what's on deck B, you know what's on deck C, you know what's on you have the map. Now, what's going on in all these decks, you don't know that, but you know where there's an armory, you know where there's a med bay, you know where there's, you know where everything is located.
All right. We need to as a group. I think we all need to go and check out the armory.
And I hate to say it to you guys, none of you get on our ship until we know you're clear.
And the captain of the Cronus kind of says, I believe if we don't stay here in cryo, it would probably be best for us to go to the bridge and barricade ourselves in the bridge, and that way there won't be any confusion if you guys are doing whatever you're doing. there won't be any crossfire. We'll be out of your way.
I'm completely okay with that because I need to get to the bridge anyway to try to set y'all on an autopilot mode if it still works.
So
If
do we
not,
go
you have to tow our ship, just so we're aware, which means somebody has to stay behind and pilot it, and I really don't plan on doing that.
Do we go? So do we go to the armory or do we go to the bridge first?
Armory's downstairs, same place as the bridge.
Now,
If we go-
I mean, like I said, they can stay here in cryo. If that's what you want them to do. Or if you want them to go to the bridge with you, and that way you know where they're at, and you know you can, that's up to you guys, whatever you want them to do. But I'm not playing 5 extra characters for you guys to tote around behind you.
No, you're good.
They're going to be somewhere. They can either stay in cryo, or they can go to the med bay and hang out in the med bay, or they can go to the bridge. The captain kind of feels like the bridge is the best place for them, but
Okay, he's probably been carrying that thing for 76 years. That's how long you guys have been adrift. Maybe longer. Didn't come out until after he came out of cryo. Cryo is probably the best spot for y'all in case
But-
you are carrying the same thing.
But we need answers, and if they go back into cryo, we don't get answers.
Yes, but we're not gonna sit around
Okay.
the bridge waiting for him.
Can I? Yeah, okay. And this is Wilson. We need answers and we need solutions. We don't need to put them back in cryo because we get none of that.
There is an android on this ship that has records. It's been alive this whole time. If
Do we
can
know
get it
it's
working,
still alive?
yeah, because it's on the bridge. I asked
You
Mother,
said it's
it
still
is-
alive, but then you just said if we can get it working. So which one is it? Is it working or is it alive? Or is it
I
dead?
said, I asked Mother if what was her name, Ava?
Ava, yeah.
Yeah, if Ava was still on the ship and active. She said that Ava is currently in the unsure, but she is unsure if she's active. We have 2 people that can fix anything right here.
Okay, so we put them in the bridge and they barricade themselves in, and then if we find out Ava doesn't work, then we can put them back in the. Or if Ava works, we can put them back into cryo.
Or we put them in cryo, and if Ava doesn't work, we just unfreeze them. No matter what, same
That
outcome.
but that can reset their we need them to start getting their memories back so they can give us answers. Putting them back in cryo is just delaying the
How
answer.
about this? Barring the group of these shipmates, because you don't get a say anymore. No offense.
Who's you?
I'm talking to the people who have been
Oh,
asleep
okay,
for
yeah,
76 years. How about we put it up to a vote between the 4 of us? You already know what I'm advocating. You already know what you're advocating. It's up to those 2. If it's a tie, then we let the captain. We just do what the captain of our ship says.
My 2 cents are, if this starts happening to someone else, and we're carrying around a group of 10 people, that's going to incite a panic. We're going to get split up, and it's going to be a problem. I'd much rather put them in a room where they can barricade themselves, and if it happens, it's contained. And then we can go check out the armory, see if we then meet back up with them.
It's also
Hopefully, maybe by then they start having some answers for us.
So the bridge is your.
Bridge. I do.
What about you? What about you, Rye?
But yeah, I agree with the bridge. Keep them contained.
fine.
Good. We
If it
we
makes
need
it any
answers.
better. Shotgun happy.
Now, I mean,
You gotta keep them
just-
contained too because we only have 3 ammo, I think, right now. So, like, you start blasting heads and we run out of ammo. Like, what happens if they're with us and it happens again and we have no ammo or anything? So.
Oh, I plan on stopping in the armory.
Yeah, that's why they're talking about going to the armor. Is to
So
see
we
if
need to
there's
run.
some-
We need to run and get them to the bridge so they can barricade themselves in.
Now, Davis was talking about some kind of sludge or something in the showers. Do any of you want to go look at that or check that out, or are you just going to like?
I think bridge and armory.
This sludge
But
is in other
That's
places.
what Wilson's going to do.
Yeah.
Wilson's going to make sure they get to the bridge and barricade themselves in, and then we're going to go to. Then he wants to go to the armory. What does everyone else want to do?
We need to stop in the armory first.
But I think we get them to the bridge as soon as possible before the
Now,
armory.
I mean, the captain can get. They can get themselves to the bridge.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
assuming
we
they
have no
don't run into
guarantee.
any problems.
Yeah.
But I mean, the captain can get can lead them to the bridge and barricade the door. I mean, he has the code, he has the key card, just like the Weyland-Yutani reps do. So
I think
he
we need to
can
escort
get
them,
onto the
though.
bridge. That should be fine.
I-
You don't
I
have to
actually wanna
escort
take
them,
a
but if you
look
want
at the
to,
sludge.
that's your option.
Yeah, go take a look at the sludge.
I
Yeah.
want to go take a look because we've only had one person go look, right?
Yeah.
They're the only ones that know anything about this sludge that's been
Yes.
mentioned. So I would
Do you
like
guys
to
have a weapon?
Go take a look.
No,
Yeah, one shotgun.
You don't have anything else you can use as a weapon.
Wilson. If it makes you feel better, you can take them there.
Whoever takes them to the bridge needs to have a weapon, because it was one of them that burst into an alien. So right now they are the threat. So
You know what? I need to get to the bridge anyway. I can
That's-
get the autopilot working. I will
That
take
was
them.
that was what I was going to bring up. I think we let him take the shotgun. He takes the crew to the bridge. They can barricade. He can try to get the autopilot working. We can get this ship running. We can go to the armory and try to weapon up or something, whatever we can find.
And speaking of dropping secrets, Wilson, if I need to get this working, I might need access to Mother. With a Weyland-Yutani, whatever, with one of y'all. You can be there with me. I don't really care. The captain can be there with me. I don't really care. But I might need access.
First things first, though.
It's not
I
my
agree-
ship.
I agree with that. I think we do need to check on that we saw earlier.
So we go put them in the bridge, and then we go check on the news.
No.
No, I think we
I
do-
am leaving alone with them.
Okay.
We don't have.
Rye, if you want to go look at the showers, give me an observation roll.
Yep.
Just double click in observation, and it will roll you 5 die.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Panic.
You managed to keep it together.
Oh, he did roll a 6.
Barely.
Yeah, yeah. He rolled a 2 on the panic roll though. But
And where did you say the black sludge was at, so I can put my character there?
It's in the showers.
in the showers, down below.
Right here.
Both showers. It doesn't matter which one you
like-
go.
Oh,
right
down there. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, even though you panic, you keep it together. You know, it kind of like shocks you, but you know from maybe from your childhood, maybe you have some kind of experience with like something like this, but it looks like eggs, like caviar, kind of like it. It's not just mold. Like there's little beads amongst this black ooze. It looks like the showers were a nice humid place for these eggs to be. Now, how long they've been there, you don't know, but they look like eggs to you, tiny little black eggs.
All right. So,
And you're suddenly kind of glad that you put your helmet back on.
Yeah.
Cam, did you put your helmet back on as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, after he's gone for a little bit to go explore, I'm gonna join him to kind of check on him, see what he found.
I'm gonna go with Davis, so I can get him into Mother if needed.
Well, it's up to the other Watani rep, probably.
Is there any way before Cham shows up with me that I could observe the showers and wardrobe even more? Like with the wardrobe, there's like clothes hanging around and stuff like that.
There are compression suits in the lockers. It says wardrobe, but it's just a series of lockers.
Okay.
There's compression suits that are older models of the one you're wearing.
No personal belongings from the
No.
crew or anything like that. Okay.
No.
Are
It
you
appears it appears they barricaded themselves in this room and put themselves in cryo. Like
Okay.
this wasn't a planned, like this wasn't like what you guys did when you got your cargo and left. This was them. It
Damn it.
appears to you they were running from something, trying to escape, and their only choice was to barricade themselves in here and put themselves in cryo.
Oh, okay. All right. So, okay. So I don't know. Do other people need to make their moves first before I do what I need to do next?
It's up to you guys. This is
Right.
your story.
Eventually,
I'm
I'm just
just
kinda-
telling you what happens when you do something. So yeah, it's
Well, I didn't know if Cham wanted to come in and examine, or if his
I
point
just-
was to meet with me, or
Yeah.
what.
yeah. If Cham walks in there, do you tell him? Do you point and say, "Look," or do you just let him do his own thing?
That's why I was asking, because I was immediately going to run out of there and get back to them and be like, guys, we have a bigger situation on our hands.
Yeah, maybe you guys bump into each other in the exam room.
Okay.
Maybe Cham is coming to check on you, and you know, kind of, you're rushing out of there, and you bump into Cham there in that exam room.
Okay.
You see 2 med kits laying there, and one of them seems to have been opened and rifled through.
I took the whole med kit. Last session, I decided to take the whole med kit.
Oh yeah, you took the whole thing. Okay.
Yeah, so there's only one med kit.
Oh, there's
there.
one med kit laying there.
Okay. So, at this point, me and Cham are meeting up in that
Yeah.
area where there's one missing med kit.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
one med kit there on the bench if somebody wants to pick it up. But
Okay.
But you're both standing there.
Okay. So I'm meeting up with Cham. Like, Cham, we have a serious situation on our hands. It's just got a whole lot worse. That black sludge is not just black sludge. There's micro eggs in that sludge, and that could be potential for more of whatever we just. Well, I didn't see it, so do I know what happened? Because I was kind of just left out of the whole thing. I was in that. I was in
No,
that
yeah,
room with
you were
everybody.
you were in there. You saw it.
Okay.
You
Okay.
saw this creature, and you saw that when he shot it, it was burning a hole through the metal. Like, you saw all of it.
Okay. Cool.
It just didn't get to your turn in the initiative. That's
Gotcha.
the only reason it played
I just
out.
wanted to be sure I didn't want to
No,
metagame
you
or
saw
anything
it.
like
You're
that.
all aware of what happened. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. It is Cham, we have a serious situation. It was like, look, there's eggs. I don't know what those eggs are, or what they could be from, but that's not just black sludge.
First off, buddy, good. We're shaking up. Not gonna lie.
Nah, we're panicking over here. The stress levels are medium right now. That the situation's just, it's gotten a whole lot worse.
Definitely has. Did you find anything else besides just what potentially could be eggs?
No, I was just observing that black sludge and all in, but that black sludge, upon closer inspection, it's more than that. So we could be dealing with a whole lot more than just what we saw.
When the creature died, it looked like it was burning the floor. Makes me nervous that it's going to burn through multiple floors. Did you happen to find any suits that we can give these people? And I don't think they were wearing suits.
Yeah, there's suits in the wardrobe that we could try and get them to put on before we make any moves outside of where we're at right now. I think that would be a good call.
So maybe, I don't know, with that previous guy waking up and it happened to him, it may be too late for them, but at least I think we can take it as a precaution.
Very true. First things first, though, there's a med kit in here. I think we need to take that just in case something happens.
So if he doesn't, I'll grab it and I'll hand it to him.
Yeah, I was about to say, who takes it? I just need to know whose inventory
I'll
to
pick
add
it
it
up
to.
and then just be like, you hold on to it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right, there you go.
And then I'll walk into the other room to kind of address everyone that's in there. All right. Before we go anywhere, let's make sure that everyone's wearing a cryo suit. Not cryo suit.
I'm walking with them too. I'm
Let's make sure
saying
everybody puts on a suit and has a mask. Whether that's effective or not, I don't care. It's a precaution, and I think we should all take it.
I agree.
And the captain kind of turns and says, "Yeah, that's probably a good idea." And he tells his crew to go to their lockers and get the compression suits that are in there, and they all suit up.
All right.
As
If
they're
As they're walking by, the lady that was spooked by Davis, I do want to pull her aside, and I don't want to necessarily want to like press her angrily, but I want to reassure her that we do know that she knows something. And I don't know like if there's any way that she responds by me, or if I have to roll something to like try and convince her to where it jogs her
No,
memory or something.
she looks at you like, and she'll say, like, she says, I know something as well. I just don't remember what it is."
And I'll respond to her and be like, and interrupt her mid sentence and be like, "Look, that black sludge is not black sludge. Do you know of anything regarding eggs? Do you know where that creature comes from? Is that in any relation whatsoever?"
Eggs. I don't know about eggs, but
Go for some eggs right
I
now.
seem to remember like a black, like oil, that Cooper was working with while we were on planet. I don't know what it was he was trying to do, but I don't know anything. I don't recall anything about eggs. No.
All right. Well, that's starting somewhere. Go get your suit.
I'm gonna be like, okay, so Davis can lead them to the bridge, and he can use their rep to get into Mother. Should the rest of us go to the armory?
so that's the first place we need to go.
The three of us should go to the armory. Davis, you got that shotgun locked and loaded?
I have 2 shells left. So if you're gonna
Don't miss.
says if you're gonna head to the armory, you go straight to the bridge after that. I'm not leaving till everyone's there. But since I am taking the lead, I'm looking at the floor plans now. Like I have like my little tablet thing up or whatever it is. We're going to stop by the mess hall, see if we can pick up Ava and bring her with us. That way, it's 2 birds, 1 stone. And
Right.
I would prefer a friendly face that she recognizes to be with me, if that is okay with the rest of you. And I kind of turn to the other 4, I guess, that's left on the ship.
Before we head out,
Okay, yeah. So actually, the armory is right there, just outside of the bridge. If you go look,
I'm trying
I
to
just
find...
shared the,
Oh, I see it,
the
yeah, I see
deck
it.
B map with you.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So the armory is like right there. So you're all
Perfect.
going in the same direction anyway.
Perfect.
Now you can try these elevators. There's elevators going on the port and starboard sides right there in this hallway outside of Cryo. But there's also a stairwell. You know that there's a stairwell right in the very center of the ship that goes down. It is an open thing, and you will have line of sight on anything happening. But if you want to try the elevators, by all means, you're welcome to. But
just based on what we know of the layout of the ship, I think we can all take. I think we all as a group can take the stairwell, make a pit stop at the mess hall, check to see if we can find that android, and then head up towards the front of the ship. And then we'll split off. And you go to the bridge with the other crew, and we'll stay.
All right.
Also, before we leave, Rye, how's the battery looking on that scanner of yours?
Oh, it's good. I've only got 1 notch off. I've had it.
We
I've
do a
had it.
scan before we leave, and maybe a scan when we get through when we go to each deck of the ship.
Hold on, before you do that, we might have a way to save battery on that. Mother. I address the ship's mother.
yes,
Okay. 2 questions. 1, has Ava moved locations from the mess hall?
unknown.
All right.
It's been 7 years. We need to boot Ava or something.
Is
know how
there-
droids work?
Is there any other than us and Ava? Is there any other signs of life on this ship?
Affirmative.
Good to know.
Loaded question. We're all life forms.
I said other than us and Ava.
I thought you said other than Ava, and I was like, that's a loaded question. There are many of us.
I said other than us and Ava. Could you tell me what deck that life form is on?
Multiple.
Oh shit! Oh, sorry, didn't mean to cuss. Sorry.
He's scared now.
Yeah, that actually got me. I was like, multiple. I was like,
All right. New plan.
Now, I mean, these eggs you're seeing in these showers, technically, those are life forms. I mean,
True.
you have to think about things. There's multiple things happening here that you guys don't know what's happening, but I love that you're scared of that one word. But
Yeah.
but yeah, she tells you there's multiple life forms on more than one deck.
gosh.
I look at Cham and be like, well, I think that explains the eggs. And if they're by the shower, that stuff could have gone down the drain. And where those drains lead to, who knows?
All right. Well, stairwell, best line of sight.
I'm digging the makeup.
Yeah, me too. Best line of sight. As much as I want to get to Ava as soon as possible, 2 shells is not going to handle multiple life forms. I say we just all go straight to the we lead them to the armory. They go to the bridge first, while we restock.
I agree.
I
What we
agree.
can do is everyone to the armory when we split off. Then the 3 of us can go check out the mess hall.
Yep.
See if we can find Ava, and then you can try to get the ship up and running.
So which hallway going to the fore of the ship do you take? Or
I
the
think we
starboard?
take this hallway.
Hang on, let me
Okay.
switch. I would say take the left hallway. They have a dead headless friend on the right hallway. So port. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, Davis hits the console, and the airlock of cryo opens up,
I will say,
and
if you're not from our ship, you walk in front of me. If you are from our ship, you walk beside me or behind me, but never in front of me. Something pops out of their heads, I need to be able to see them.
you want all of them to walk in front, even though you're the one with the weapon.
Yeah, if they see something, they'll move.
You hope.
Yeah, the captain's like, okay. So yeah, the captain kind of
Do we
out.
all agree to travel with him together? Or is he talking about just like the group that's going with him? I'm confused on where I'm at right now.
You're all going to the same general. The armory is right outside of the bridge.
Right.
So you're kind of all going in the same place.
Yeah,
Like
so
it just plays out.
Alright,
Now,
I
if
thought-
you want to stop at the mess hall on your way there, that's up to you guys. But
That's what I thought Cham was saying, and I thought that we were splitting up to go to the Met because it's on the opposite bridge
So
on
we
the
deci-
starboard
yeah,
side.
Yeah, that
we
was
decided
really.
not to do that. Yeah, we decided
we
not to
checked
go to the
the
mess
map.
hall first. Yeah,
We
we
checked
checked the
the
map.
Oh, when
and
we all
realized
agreed
it's
to
on
go
the way.
together.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
It's,
I
we
didn't know if
checked the
plans
map
changed
and,
with the news of the.
Oh yeah, when the news happened to go, we no longer stop at the mess hall. We all get weapons, and I need a reload.
Yeah, armory first.
Okay.
so yeah, John's the captain of the Cronus kind of leans out and looks up and down the hallway, and he kind of motions, and everybody kind of starts following him out of cryo. And you guys are behind Davis with the shotgun. Maybe Cham has the cutting torch out and ready. maybe
I'm gonna, can I make sure that the cryo doors close behind us?
yeah.
I'm gonna do that. Make sure they're closed.
Yep, the last person through the door turns and yeah, punches in the console and the airlock doors close. And with that, we're going to take a quick break. I need a bio break really quick. It won't be just a couple of minutes. We'll let Quasi choke down some pizza and
Okay.
and just take a quick break. I literally back in 90 seconds. I want to use the bathroom and grab a drink, and we'll be straight back and see what happens next.
Oh, look at that.
So
We got
stick
a
around
cat.
with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for sticking around with us for a couple of minutes. We got about 30 more minutes to see what is what we're getting into here. So yeah, you guys. And I don't want to shortchange you, and maybe it's while you're walking, because I imagine you're taking it slow. It's not like you're trotting through these hallways. But it appears that John's, and you're all on comms. You've connected your suits with comms. The captain, it appears he starts recovering, like he's starting to collect himself a little bit more, and he starts talking as you guys are walking, and he tells you that they set down on LV 1113 and explored some ancient ruins. And Clayton quickly interjects that it was an archaeological mission. And Clayton is the Weyland-Yutani rep. And he says the science team collected important artifacts, and he keeps stuttering. He keeps stopping, and like he's trying to. It's like he's struggling to remember, but it's starting to come back. But he says they collected these artifacts and brought back these these spores. And it seems like, and the medic speaks up, and he's like, yeah, the spores, they infected the crew. And he mentions, like, he heard you guys talking about the eggs, and he says, yeah, that's not, those eggs are, that's where the thing that killed Cooper, it comes from those eggs. It's like it's spores that are floating around in the air, and a lot of our crew got infected from it. The doctors on the science team came up with a cure that neutralizes this, whatever this infection is that causes what happened to Cooper. The scientists came up with a cure, and the medic speaks up again. He says, yeah, it turns the creature into a tumor. Instead of the creature growing and doing what happened to Cooper, it just turns it into an inert tumor. They inoculated everyone, though. I don't understand why Cooper wasn't inoculated. Everyone was inoculated.
Are there security cameras on this?
Do you think the cryo freeze undid that?
I mean, it's possible. We should have had this conversation in the cryo room, so we can pull it back a bit. If you want to, none of you examine Cooper's body.
Oh, good point.
If you want to do that, I will allow it, because I should have done this conversation before you left cryo, and I didn't do it.
I think it's fun. I think we should have to go back to investigate it. I think it's more fun that way, but it's up to you guys. But I think it's more fun if we have to go back.
If you want to go back, I mean, it's not.
I, for one, am in favor of going back.
I only have.
Yeah, but like not getting the
Two,
answer
yeah.
right now, but having our characters have to go back is what I'm saying. Like
Like,
making
oh,
part of
I
the.
have to go back to do it.
Yeah, because I think that's more. I get spooked. It's cool.
My reasoning behind not going back right now is I have 2 more shells. If we encounter 3 of them, or if I miss, we're screwed. We
In
need
terms
ammo
of going
first.
back, GM, are you talking about just us staying at the cryo right now before we move out to the elevators, or are we having to march back?
No,
while
like
talking
you're
about
not.
this?
You're going up that hallway. So if you want to double back and go to cryo, you're talking about.
So
2
we
minutes
just
of
left
your time.
cryo to go to the
Oh,
hallway.
okay.
We haven't
Yeah.
even hit the elevator yet.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
you're not at the stairwell yet. If you
Oh,
want to
then
go
yeah,
back, you
okay,
can do
okay.
it, or you can wait and come back later.
Okay. I thought you were saying like we're already in the stairwell making our way down. I was like, okay.
No,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
you're
no.
like I'm
We're-
having in my
we're going.
head. You're the Johns is telling you all this information as you're marching up the corridor.
Okay. Oh,
I do need everybody to give me an air supply roll.
that's funny. Joel's internet droppage is now on daylight savings time. Now.
Come on, man. He literally just dropped out.
Yeah.
I thought he muted his screen to shove pizza down his gullet.
What
Which
kind of
one
roll are we
is
doing?
Air supply.
The air supply on your combat roll down at the bottom left, you'll see air. Double click next to air, and you'll.
Bottom left. Okay.
Ooh, Davis. Davis took a hit there.
Lost 2 amount of air.
Yeah, Davis lost 2. But you, with the eyeball hitting you, and like you were the one that shot the thing, and like that makes sense. You were,
Yeah.
you know,
I'm the
heavy
most-
breathing.
I
It plays out.
have the most adrenaline here right now.
Yeah. Looks like Cham and Wilson are both okay. I will roll for Rye. And hopefully
Should be back shortly.
he will be back. And forgive me for him losing 2.
Oh.
No, that's 6s. No, he's good.
Alright.
Yeah, he's good. Didn't lose any. So are you doubling back?
Yeah.
Or are you gonna wait and do it later?
I think if we're in the hallway, we can double back. I don't think that.
Yeah, and you don't all have to turn around and trudge back. One of you can go if you want. I mean,
That's. I know. Bride, Joel, like he wanted his character to go back, so
Yeah.
I could,
Damn, I definitely
I think
we should
Wilson-
go and
I think
I
Wilson
think you
wants to
should
go
and
back.
burn those eggs too. Burn what's there.
okay, yeah. I mean, so the group, like everybody, can kind of double back, and like Wilson kind of like you all get back into cryo, and Wilson kind of starts patting down the corpse of Cooper, and there's a pocket in his the jumpsuit he's wearing. There's like a zippered pocket on the leg, like cargo pants, which are the pinnacle of pants. They're the height of pants that can reach.
All right, I'm back.
All right, cool. You rolled air supply and didn't lose any because I'm awesome.
Thank you.
I lost 2.
I'm joining back in the campaign now.
nice.
So yeah, you start patting down the body, and you feel a cylinder in this pocket in his pants, and you unzip the pocket and pull out a syringe that is full.
Okay.
So apparently he was given
You're
an
muted.
inoculation and didn't take it.
Davis, you're currently muted.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go up and be like, is this the inoculation? To the medic.
Yeah, and the medic says, yeah, that's what everybody was given. Apparently Cooper didn't take his for some reason.
Did you guys all take yours? All of you?
And everybody nods, yeah.
Well, I've never
Looks
known a
like
lot of
I did look.
scientists, but based on movies, they like to do stupid things in the name of science. He probably wanted to see what was going to happen.
Wait. Ray and Cham, you guys took your helmets off.
We put it back on.
Yeah, but you did
Yeah.
take them off.
And Dr. Flynn, the medic, is like, his eyes go big, and he's like, you both need to be inoculated.
Can you get more of these? And I'm gonna hold up the syringe.
And he says there's more. I mean, I've been in cryo, so I don't know what's happened over the last apparently 76 years, but there should be more in the med lab.
Okay, one of you needs to take this right now.
Real quick, is there any in the med kits? Or is it just in the med lab?
No, the med kits are just general, like, first aid kit.
Okay. I don't know if they stored any when they got them. Okay.
No.
One of you needs to take this right now.
All right, I shove past real quick and take it from his hand. Try and beat Cham to it.
All right, I just let him have it because I'm okay with it. As long as one of them is taking it, I'm okay with it.
And
Cham, are you okay with that?
Cham looks hurt. It's like I
A
understand.
tear.
I understand, but like I thought there'd at least be a conversation of heroics here,
Change of plans.
buddies.
I think me and Cham need to go to med lab first. You guys need to armor up. If that's what Cham wants to do. I don't know
If
how
they've
long
all
you
been
have.
inoculated, then we don't need to put them in the. Well, we still do just in case.
There's
And
other-
Flynn speaks up and he says, if you're going to the med lab, I want to go. I can show you where the things are, and I can I want to check on the med lab. If you're going to the med lab, if we're going to split up and some of us go to the bridge and some of us go to the med lab, I want to go to the med lab.
Right, because I have a
But
shotgun.
yeah, let's. But I definitely think. And he looks at Cham. And he says, "I definitely think you need to be inoculated. You're not going to. Like you need to have that inoculation."
All right.
Cham,
So I think
give the cutters to Rye.
Cham
Unless
and
you'd like to keep them.
Cham
what
and
the torch?
Oh, the torch.
Yeah, I was gonna request from before we split up that I get the torch from Cham because I want to take care of something.
Well, until
Yeah,
you're inoculated, I don't
yeah.
think you should have any weapon.
I just got inoculated.
Listen, folks.
Oh wait, that's right. That's
He's talking about Cham.
I didn't come on this mission just to get all of my stuff taken away from me.
But Cham, be honest, you haven't been inoculated, so if you have a weapon on you and you turn, we lose a weapon.
You just take it from me.
The reason why I'm doing it.
Oh, burn the eggs, 100%. I'm telling you to do that.
I
Yeah.
can
That's,
go do that.
well, that's what I'm saying though. Like if I don't know how quickly he needs to get, so
He
he
needs to
can
go.
either burn the eggs or I can burn the eggs. So, I mean, what's it going to be? Are we going to risk him?
I mean, you're in the med bay, so like you're in the
You guys,
cryo
the
lab.
first
So
room coming up next, I'm gonna go burn the eggs.
I just don't know how long of a
I'll be
process
right
that's
back.
going to be.
Uh,
So,
Should we take that ladder down in the junction to get down a floor right next to the med lab? That's the fastest route for us. I'm asking Cham and medic guy.
I mean, it's the stairwell goes right through the middle of the ship, so like it is I mean, that's a good place to start. I think with the ship being adrift for 76 years, I don't know if the elevators are dependable.
So the junction at the
But
bottom?
you could the junction, the ladder going down. That's like a service, ladder. The stairwell is just as fine. Now the junction is enclosed and you would be hidden. There's that. But
Does it let out on the floor below?
yeah,
Yeah,
every
that's the thing.
floor has a doorway off the junction, off the
Looking
ladder.
at the plans, this junction in the back is the closest to the med lab, which would get Cham there the fastest. That's my reasoning for saying
Oh
maybe we
yeah,
should
there
use
is
that.
a ladder there at the after the ship. You're right.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I'm gonna go burn the eggs. I'll be right back. You guys discuss the plan of where we're gonna walk to first. I'll be right back, and Cham goes. straight to
Rye,
the
you
shop.
want to go with me to the armory?
Yeah.
For the
Right.
record, you're taking everybody but the medic. You are aware of that, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
They've all been inoculated. But they're gonna go. They're still gonna go. The armory is right next to the whatchamacallit.
Stairs, yeah.
No, the where they're gonna lock themselves in.
Well, I need to get there too as well, but I just need to.
You can get there later.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right. I think me and Rye and the rest of them are gonna go to. Me and Rye are gonna go to the armory where the rest of the people are gonna go to the whatever. What's it called? The
Bridge.
bridge.
Bridge. So yeah, Cham. Is anybody going with Cham?
Yeah, I'm going
by
with Cham. I'm not letting Cham go by himself.
So the medic and you go with Cham then.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, and Cham goes. Which
say he
he
meant that to the shower. I'm going to do just torch the eggs in the shower. He's coming with me when we go to the med bay.
No, we got.
yeah, are you going with him to the showers to torch the eggs?
Yeah, we got to go through the. We got to go into the examination room to get to the junction room anyway. So I'm gonna go with him.
Oh, I thought we were all going to the stairwell. Where is the med bay? I guess I need to
Med
check
bay
that
is
out.
the floor below, right next to the junction box, the junction ladder. That's the
Junction
fastest
B2.
route for you.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't know how much time you have.
All right. You guys, I'll meet you at the junction. Basically, like go to the room, you just see like orange light leaving the room.
You have to go to both showers. I saw them in both.
Oh, they're in both. I'll do both
Yeah,
showers then,
they're on both sides. Yeah.
just in case something happens. Let me burn them, and I'll meet up with you at the junction box.
So, Davis, you hang out there in the examination room.
Yeah.
Okay.
With I guess medic boy.
All right. So yeah, Flynn and Davis hang out in the examination room, and Flynn's like, "Wait, what happened to my med kits? There were med kits in here." But you guys hear the cutting torch going off. You don't hear any kind of screech or any kind of, it's. But you hear this cutting torch light up and go, and then Cham comes through and heads over to the starboard side, and you hear it again, and he comes back in and he says, "Okay, let's go." And the three of you start climbing down the junction.
I'll go down.
Oh,
If
not right.
if it's a ladder, I'll go down first, only because I have a shotgun. So if I need to hit the ground and shoot, I'll do it first.
Okay. So yeah, you climb. You make your way down to deck B.
Before we go down the stairs, because I'm going with someone that has a shotgun, I'm gonna hand the torch to Rock.
Okay.
So I'll make sure it's like I got everything's burnt, just in case, because we're taking the shotgun with us. You take the torch.
Okay.
All right. The cutting torch is now in Rye's inventory, along with the motion tracker.
Nice.
So you guys take this junction and start climbing down to deck B, and everybody else begins. We can delete Cooper's token. He's just in the way.
He's headless.
R.I.P.
Yeah. And so everybody else starts making their way back up to the fore of the ship and to um hit the stairwell. And okay, so let's jump.
As like the teams are kind of splitting up to go their separate ways, I like when I hand Rye the torch. Don't forget, pop that scanner occasionally. Save your battery, but we need to know if something's getting close.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Now, I will say, just for clarity, just so you're all aware, like you're sending the shotgun with Davis, there is a Colonial Marine in the room.
Yeah, but he's not part of our crew.
She's not part of your crew, no, but
Oh,
she
trust
is
me.
a Marine.
Yeah, I mean she's gonna be good without a weapon.
Correct.
Okay, I'm just making sure we're all on the same page.
That's how to defend herself better than the rest of us. That's why I gave him the torch.
We're going to the armory. We can armor up the Marine.
Also, it doesn't matter who it is, but one of us needs to radio back to our one last person. Shit.
The captain.
I was gonna say on the climb down. I was gonna see if I could radio to the captain. Direct
Yeah,
line to
you
captain.
totally can. She's hanging out on the bridge of the Montero, and yeah, you're in full contact with her.
Yeah, I fill her in completely, and I even say if it's possible, see if you can pull up any information on, and I give the planet name that they were sent on.
Yeah.
And I say, and get back to us for that, because that is where they picked up this stupid parasite. Scientists are dumb. Am I right, Cap? Am I right?
You're right.
And you hear her like clacking away, and like she types up LV 1113, and she says, yeah, according to Space Google, it's classified. Like that planet doesn't exist.
Interesting.
I'm not sure how long we'll be out here. I don't know if we'll be able to do any kind of like hyperspace jump or however this works in universe, but I know it's going to take a few days, maybe weeks, to contact the nearest sector, but you need to let them know that there is an SOS and they might have to come intercept us with a military vessel.
Okay. Yeah, I'll send a message to Waylon and see what they say. This is their boondoggle anyway. This isn't our choice. So yeah, I'll send a message, but it will take, forever for them to reply. But
Worst case
but I'll
scenario,
send
they
one
need
off.
to know worst case scenario, they need to know what happens. Like, I don't want to think that way, but worst case scenario, they need to know that if they're going to
Do I need to come over there?
Oh,
no, you are our only contact with the outside world, and if possible, and I kind of say this quietly, hopefully nobody else can hear this current conversation, you need to lock us on
You
this
can
ship.
have a private line.
Yeah,
if
it's
you
a
want.
100% private line that says, I again don't want to think like this, but our mother can 100% autopilot us back. If worst comes to worst, you lock us on this ship. Like,
Yeah.
you do not come over here whatsoever, no matter what.
And you have to remember, she doesn't know what you guys have experienced. Like, she didn't see it. Like, I don't know if you take the time to tell
Oh yeah,
her.
no, I completely am like fully giving her a full, as detailed report as I can.
Okay.
And that last part was just whispered quietly, so
Yeah. All right, so
It would have been like
Wilson and Rye, you guys have the big group coming down the stairwell. The stairwell empties out, going to the fore of the ship. There's a long, there's a hallway that goes to starboard that goes to what is it? I don't remember. Oh, there's not a legend on this map.
Excuse me, I'm right here. Davis is the legend. Davis is the legend. Pilot extraordinaire.
What are you talking about? Like the map?
Yeah, there's one of the maps has a legend of all. Here it is. I got it. Okay, so at the end of on the starboard end of that hallway, is an airlock. Like, you guys all recognize it. You've all seen it. It looks like it's going to an escape pod. Then you know from looking at your maps, right there outside of that escape pod is a bathroom. That WC on the map is a water closet. Straight ahead of you is the junction with the ladder climbing back up. The ladder that you came down when you came into the ship. To the port side, you see storage, and then the armory, and then the bridge above that, and then there's like a locker room here to the starboard side that has some kind of, it says EVA suits, and then there's 4 more escape pods there outside of the armory and the vestibule, and then up to the front to the fore of the ship is the bridge. So, and then like if you take a right coming out of the stairwell and go aft, there's the mess hall. Where is it you're planning to go?
Well, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm walking up to Wilson and I'm handing him the torch and letting him know, you're the Utonian guy. You're gonna deal with the damages. I'll be back here with the motion tracker.
Copy that. Wilson's gonna like be a little nervous at first.
All right, Wilson has the cutting torch.
I think we're heading towards the armory.
Now, I will say, this thing is not a flamethrower.
Yeah. I have
This
to like
is a-
like.
You gotta
Yeah.
be close. Now, if you're super close to something and you put it up against something, it's gonna do some damage. It's gonna hurt, but you can't be.
Yeah.
You gotta be. You gotta
It's gotta be
in
within
close.
the 5 feet,
It's
right?
actually a
Yeah,
taser
yeah.
fire.
Yeah, I think we're heading straight to the armory first. Am I?
Well, I-
Okay.
So, well, what also I wanted to pull out my motion tracker to detect any motion.
Yeah, we can stop right at the stairs, bottom of the stairs, and check for motion first.
Yeah, I mean,
All right. So yeah, you get down to the bottom of the stairwell. Give me a
Motion check.
Yeah. Well, I want a.
you wanted the roll for the motion.
Yeah, for the
tracker.
battery. Before I tell you what.
Comtech.
No, you don't have to. I just need to. Hold on a second.
I forgot what I had to do last time to roll for
Is
it.
it in your inventory? Is there a battery button?
Mm-mm.
No, it's not put in there.
I think what is that the one where he had to
Oh,
roll?
power supply is 5. Roll me 5d6.
That I had to like what right click hold it and then
Yeah, right click on the D6 and then hit the 5 times and then
Yeah.
drag it up into the chat.
Okay.
Okay. You don't. Oh no, you lose
There's a
one
one.
point. So now you're down to 4. Or were you down to 4 already? Did
Yeah, I
you
think he's
lose
down
one
to
last
3
week?
now.
Yeah, he's lost 1 so far.
Yeah, he's down to 3.
Well, he rolled 5. I'll tell you what. This is how awesome I am. Roll again. Roll 4 die instead of 5.
Oh, yeah, KC.
Because that one may not have come up. That's on me. I forgot that he had already lost one.
Oh, I see. I see.
To be fair, that was way back in like session.
Yeah,
Two.
that was
No,
that was a
that's
whole
not what I
week
wanted
ago.
to do.
No, do the exact same thing. Just hit the 4 times instead of the 5 times.
It's being a bud right now. It's not acting right. It's like,
Here, I do it.
oh wait, did I just do it?
No, I did it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
you
did.
didn't lose anything. You didn't lose anything. However, you don't see any motion. It
Okay.
doesn't read anything. Now you know that this is a ranged thing. Like if something could be moving and it's just out of range.
yeah.
But at the moment, your motion tracker doesn't show any motion.
So nothing in the vicinity.
Paul's my fantasy grounds is officially not responding. I think that might be the issue. I think I'm gonna have to restart the app. I got the spin circle.
We're about to shut it down anyway.
Oh,
It's
okay.
9:30, and Dylan, I just wanted to, if you're going to do the motion tracker, I wanted to have that. So you guys are going to make your way to the armory now?
Yeah.
The plan? All right. So you start making your way up to the armory, and everybody is following along behind you. The Marine is right there, kind of right there with you, because she's interested in getting a weapon in her hand of some kind. And you, the captain, Johns, hits the button on the armory, he types in the code on the console, and the door slides open. And it's been ransacked, stripped almost bare. There's a single Armot M41A pulse rifle with 1 reload left in it. There's a case of shotgun shells
Oh, nice.
lying on the floor. And aside from a splatter of dried, milky white spray on the wall, the room is clean.
Okay. I'm immediately gonna run in and hand the pulse rifle to the Marine.
Okay. So yeah, you pick up the pulse rifle and just kind of turn around. You don't even look. You just hold it out, and she grabs it, and she immediately goes into Marine mode. And
Yeah.
she checks it and cocks it, and like she's locked and loaded, ready to go.
All right, I'm gonna ask her to scan the room before anyone else comes in. Kind of walk around the room. if she
Yeah,
can.
I mean it's a small,
Yeah,
like
okay.
you're standing
It's
in the
not huge.
doorway.
Okay,
You
good,
see
good, good.
everything. Yeah.
Okay, good. All right.
Now you do know, like I said, you do know that there's 2 escape pods right there.
Yeah.
If you
Okay.
want to check those.
I'm gonna grab the shotgun shells.
Okay.
However many of those are, I'm gonna grab as many as I can and put them in my pockets.
All right.
We'll get them for you guys. Yeah. And then I'm gonna ask the Marine to go with me and check out those 2 escape pods.
Yeah, she walks in, and I will say Wilson would know this milky white substance that's on the walls,
Yeah.
splatter. I don't know if Rye would know, but Wilson is a Weyland-Yutani rep and has seen androids before and has worked with androids.
Yeah.
That is the blood of an android. That is like, if you damage an android, they don't bleed red. This white milky substance comes out instead of red blood.
Okay.
That is a telltale sign of an android. So whether it was Ava or not, you don't know, but an android was damaged in this room.
Okay, I'm gonna call it out to Rye. Rye, do you see the white stuff on the walls there?
Mm-hmm.
That's android blood. That's android blood right there. I don't know if you've seen it before, but at some point an android got blasted in here or something.
I wonder if what's her name? Ava? I wonder if Ava's okay.
Well, I think
Maybe
that's where we go
it wasn't
next.
Ava that you saw on the motion tracker.
Yeah, maybe I don't know.
Dun, dun, dun. And
I will say, what is the green square right next to the armory right there? What is that supposed to be?
Yeah, I see. what you-
that is lockers, and then the little icon.
Escape pods.
Oh.
The top two.
The ones at the top are the escape pods.
I'm talking about between the storage and armory. I can't move my map at all. It's whited
That's,
out like it's not responding. So
That's
I'm looking
around
it up.
our icons. That's around us.
That
About
is
the,
where
light up
the
green
that
thing.
is like a locker. That is where the pulse rifle and the shotgun shells were.
okay, so there's no access to storage from where we're at right now. Everything that they've looked for is searched right now.
Yeah, in the armory, like if you
Yeah,
go
that's what I'm talking about.
down to the bottom and go into storage, you can go into storage. But yeah, in the armory, what I explained is all you saw, and like the Marine kind of steps forward, and like she checks the console on the escape pods, and she says they're both gone.
Oh yeah.
And we cut down to Davis, Cham, and Flynn. You make your way. Do you do anything as you come out of the junction there, or are you headed straight to MedLab?
I kind of like, I'm a lot faster than the captain was originally leading us down the hallway. I'm not necessarily running, but I am speed walking. I'm trying to check corners and everything, make sure we're all good.
Yeah.
And if I don't see anything, I just kind of have them follow me.
All right. So you know the science lab is right there. There's two science labs actually, but you're going straight to the med lab.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere near a science lab right now until I have more ammo.
Okay. So yeah, you guys make your way up here to the med lab. Within this room, there are two older generation Pauling med pods, which are like, surely you guys have seen Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
Seen Star Wars? Seen Empire Strikes Back?
Yeah.
The med pods are like Bacta tanks. They're a pod that if somebody is injured, you put them in there, and it's like a auto dock.
Yeah.
It
does it all for you.
Yeah, it takes care of them. One of the med pods has its plexiglass tube is splintered and shattered, as if something broke out of it. The plexiglass is on the floor outside of it. The other is sealed and lit from within, but the entire inner surface of the plexiglass is covered in thick, dried blood. There's a row of large specimen jars. Floating within two of them are two small alien creatures that look like the thing that Davis shot up in the cryo. On a far shelf is a smaller specimen jar without liquid, containing the same like little fungal nodes that Cham destroyed in the showers. On the desk next to that is an open metallic urn. There's 4 organic-looking glass vials inside of that urn. 3 of those are intact, with some kind of black liquid within them, while the 4th is cracked open and empty. And that's where we're going to call it for the night, because it is now 9:40. We've gone 10 minutes past. So,
Nice knowing you, Cam.
So yeah, you guys make your way, and I mean, there's the Flynn kind of starts moving around and checking stuff, and but there's obviously specimens here. This is the research they were doing. You can only assume there's more in the science lab, but there's stuff happening here, and but Flynn starts moving towards the desk, and like he knows the inoculations are there if they still exist, if they're still there, but he makes his way into the med lab and starts looking around. And yeah, that's where we're going to call it for this evening. Thank you for hanging out with me and joining me for this. As I said before, I love this game. I think this game is the perfect RPG. The setting, the IP is ideal for an RPG. So it's just the best. It's the best game. I am Guildmaster Scott. I run things here at the Random Encounters Guild. If you would like to if you'd like to jump into an RPG or try to run an RPG for some welcoming people, you can join us there on our Discord server. And also, this will be up on YouTube tomorrow morning. We post all of our streams up next day. And this week coming up, we don't have Symbaroom tomorrow night. It's the off week for Symbaroom. Wednesday we will have Blade 68, which is Blades in the Dark set in a 1968 setting. It will be episode 3 of that, and we're really having a good time with that. And so that will be the next stream from us. And then Sunday night we will be back with more Alien. So with that, let's go to Quasi.
First time playing a TTRPG, and this has been quite fun. I'm really looking forward to see how this story is going to progress. I'm having a blast with this. Yeah, primary MLB The Show content creator. Thursday night, early release, MLB The Show 25. I'll catch you over there.
And the crowd goes mild.
The crowd goes mild. With that joke, we'll go to Bryce.
Hey, I'm Bryce. Not my first tabletop RPG, but my first of this style, and it's been a lot of fun. I also am a massive fan of the Alien franchise, so I'm on board. It's great.
Bryce is the only member of this party that has seen the film. Which is
for better or for worse.
Which is an awful travesty of justice.
I know.
It's
I'm about to start sitting people down and force them to watch the Alien movies. But
no,
yeah.
you don't have to watch all of them.
Yeah, no, there's a few we can skip, but at least 1 and 2. and the new one. But yeah, it's been a great time. I've enjoyed the mess out of this. I love this.
And yeah, there's a link to Bryce's YouTube channel. Actually, it's all three of their YouTube channels, Band of Buddies. Davis.
Actual Davis, me Davis.
Yeah, you. Yeah.
I'm having a blast. I don't have any streaming or anything, just besides the Band of Buddies YouTube with those guys. It's fun. I love being able to do this kind of stuff. This is a TTT RPG, something like that.
Okay, he's dyslexic. Forgive him.
TT
Tabletop. RPG.
Tabletop. Okay, it's really fun. I'm enjoying it. It's a lot different than D&D with the when it goes into details and stuff like that. But like the role playing is fun. It's a blast. So I do theater.
Yeah,
so I
the
love
Freely
getting into
games are a lot more theater of the mind, a lot more theatrical, a lot more story driven than D&D. It's not as marred in rules and mechanics.
Yeah.
It's a little more free flowing. So, and Dylan.
That's me. I'm having a great time. I'm really hoping that for some reason I don't like Wilson. It just automatically came out that way. So you know what? I'm just ready for the guy to either die or become way more less insufferable. But I also part of Band of Buddies. I think we just had a video released today featuring me and Davis. Friday, featuring me and Davis, chained together, and I was gonna start streaming some more, and then I started falling asleep at like 6 o'clock after I got off of work. But I plan on trying to do that again.
Well, I linked your inactive Twitch channel regardless.
It was active last week. I just forgot to have audio for my game. It's been a long time since I've had to stream.
Yeah, you had to remember your password to give me the link to it.
It's true. That did happen.
I haven't streamed since we got into this house, so.
Check us out on Band of Buddies.
Yeah, I linked the Band of Buddies YouTube as well. It's in there as well. So yeah, thanks for hanging out with us. Brett Awar there in chat. I know he was in here earlier, and Tubarov has been with us from the beginning. We've got a couple of people in chat
Nice.
that maybe weren't active in chat but have been watching. Thank you for hanging out with us. We will be back next Sunday night with the next chapter of these shenanigans. I hope you all have a great week. Quasi, I hope you get to feeling even better than you already are.
Thanks.
And yeah, if anybody is, we've all been fighting the flu here the last couple of weeks. Seems like everybody's had it. So I hope everybody has a great week, and I will talk to you next Sunday. Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night, everybody.